patego tsarhi gasa ke penefa zapu zaye ke masau suje ke lunu kemye nubu zamza situ ke jagoe ye ramyaha kyo hudi or tetsa hakia du ke samye bu is logo tsabole ke bi
Introduce my team also. The Vice President is chairing the meeting. We have Dharam Singh as the treasurer. Then Google Sekose as the AGS. Our secretary, he had some engagements, so he could not be here with us today. So there are 5 of us. Now, after getting affiliation from the BCCI, Nagaland Cricket Association, like it had started spreading its network, the operation network. So it has a full functional office now at Kohima, Nagaland, facility management team. Now the Nagaland Cricket Association is slowly spreading out. So very hopefully in the next year, the Kohima District Cricket Association and the other cricket associations will also have the privilege to set up committees, to keep our own patrons, and as we are given the authority to do that, we hope will spread beyond the present present confinement that we are all based in Kohima town as of now, but we hope to spread our team into the various villages and subdivisions also. The system that we work under the system is very rigid. Even the construction that we did here within the small budget that we were allotted, where we were supposed to give the daily wages, the price of the cost of sand, cement in Jakhama, then the transportation cost, everything, and then it's all calculated. Now we have been privileged to be given the responsibility to construct this practice facility in this ground, and we have also learned a lot, and we are slowly roping in people into the system, and I request especially the youth organization Jakhama to please keep in touch, continue to keep in touch with KDCA, because we have the first facility here in a public ground. So please keep in touch with us, and then hopefully as we progress and we are given the opportunity to set up committees, the KDCA would be very honored if you can give us some members to work with us, and as we progress, those members will eventually one day run the association. So I request the president and colleagues of JYO to please keep that in mind. And since we have the facility here, I would like to mention something here. We have 3 BCCI accredited coaches from Kohima district. Mr. Atha, his mother is also from this village. He is a level B. We have John here, John Bello, and we have Mr. Keviselu Sekose. So 3 of them, BCCI coaches. So for quite some time, since we did not have facility in and around Kohima, we have not been organizing any tournaments. So lately we have been facing this problem, that is our players pool has become very less. So KDCA, we are keeping in mind, we had already started planning, and then like we would, with the permission of the Jakhama Village Council, JYO, and the Missing Ground Development Committee, like if you can kindly permit us to hold a coaching camp in the ground as the dry season approaches. And we would like to let the children, the youth of Jakhama, even the girls, to participate, to take part in the coaching camp in a good number. I'm not very prepared to address the gathering today, but this thing, in fact, I think Jakhama village had lost a lot today because like our date and time, it had coincided with our president, Nagaland Cricket Association, Kechamule, being engaged at Kohima today. So like none of his team members also could not join us today. I deeply apologize because like it would have been best if the president or some of his colleagues could have been with us today so that like you can share your development plans with them. But we'll ensure that someday we'll be able to bring them and let them meet you and listen to your future plans also. And actually the practice speech, the proposal was made not during our tenure, before our tenure and before the tenure of this JVC and JYO. And it was given, we got an NOC, it was in our record, and then we started pursuing it, but like due to our weakness, we could not meet the appropriate persons, and then we could not facilitate. And then the procedural things, there were some procedural delays, and then like especially with the pandemic also, the lockdowns, and it took very long for us to bring this up. And it's a shame on our part that we are having this program before completing everything. The run-up is yet to be completed. We are yet to do the marking, the nets, like the finishing to the nets are yet to be done. But we apologize, and then we will get those things done in the quickest and as soon as possible. The JYO president was kind enough to send me pictures of some enthusiasts playing in the beach the other day. So we quickly made the program and framed the program, and then all of you here, the village council, the Gambura, the JYO, they were very happy, and then like they gave us this time, and we look forward to working with you in the future also. This is a 2-lane concrete pitch. It's the total concrete area is 40 by 20. So one lane is 40 by 10. So there is a partition in between. It's a net partition. So, and the total length of the cricket pitch is supposed to be 66 feet. So we'll need another 26 feet in the front, and then we need the run-up also. And if we look at the ground for fielding practice, even for the nets, I think in and around Kohima, in fact, Nagaland, we don't have a better place. So, like, it's a very big privilege. I walk around, and then like from here, right in front of the restaurant till the drain on the other side, we have around 150 yards. Then from around behind the goalpost hill, the net area, we have around 150 yards. So like for a district level tournament, for a club level tournament, the space is, I think, second to only the facilities that the 3-4 grounds that we have at Kohima. Those grounds being developed under BCCI. From the small pool of players that we have presently, the biggest enthusiasts are from the Kohima Orphanage and the Institute Home. Our brother John, the BCCI accredited coach, is also a part of their family. He is the grandson of Atal Saputo, and then he guides his younger brothers and sisters. And then we have players from the orphanage, Kohima Orphanage, playing for the state level now, playing for the state, and they've been representing Kohima district in almost all the categories. They are filling up the majority of the slots. So like we have a practice facility there also, but they don't have a fielding ground. So like I would request GYO residents, especially the Games and Sports Secretary, to keep in touch with our coach, John, and then sometimes he can bring his boys and girls here, and then we can arrange some enthusiasts also, take his expertise also, and together we hope we'll grow in cricket. Cricket has a lot of money. Cricket has a lot of money, but it's all accounted and very strictly accounted. Even the chippings that we bought here, we have to prepare GST bills. So like we made local purchases, but we have to go down and then take the invoices from firms that give GST invoices. So it's up to that extent. So like when we talk money-wise, cricket is too rich. They don't have enough space to spend. That is what people say about BCCI. So they are spending it in Sri Lanka, they are spending it in Pakistan, they are spending it in England, Australia. So like if we are to show our enthusiasm, I'm sure the BCCI will be happy to help us even in the future. And today it would be wrong if I don't thank NLTV and some other media friends here. Thank you for the coverage that you are giving us, and we hope KTC and GYO, JVC will be in touch with you always, and please continue to be our media partners in the future also. And since the proposal, since I took over as the president, I told the previous JVC chairman also, and I have told present GYO president also. The ground is likely to be developed again, so we are not opposed to shifting, or even if we have to dismantle, we are not opposed to that. But in case, if there is a need for that, please let us know beforehand so that we get necessary approval from the NCA and the information is related to the BCCI. And in future, if BCCI wants to visit the facility, please cooperate with us and please be a part of us meeting them, when they visit the facility. Very soon we'll be inaugurating a similar facility at St. Joseph also. So with one of the biggest colleges in the village area, Kohima is the administrative capital of Nagaland. Kohima is the cricket capital, but I hope the Jakhama facility, St. Joseph Jakhama facility will spread the knowledge of cricket, the skills of cricket to all the parts of Nagaland through the college students also. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. The ribbon cutting part after the speech by our chairman.
আজি ঈশ্বৰ ভাল দিন আমাক দি কেনে এতিয়া সেইকাৰণে জমা কৰাৰ কাৰণে ফাৰ্ষ্ট ঈশ্বৰকে থেংক দি আছে আমি এটা দুটা কথা ক'ব হ'লেবি আমাৰ আমি নিজৰ কথাবোৰা ক'ব এইটো কাৰণে কথা নাজানে এখন অলপ বেয়া দি দিব মানে আছে আজি আহি কেনে আমাৰ ইয়াতে থকা এইটো আমাৰ চেয়াৰপাৰ্চন ৱেলকাম Gilbert Patton, Vice President, Kohima District Cricket Association. আৰু আমাৰ respected the Jakhama President, Kohima District Cricket Association. আৰু আমাৰ কাৰণে আহি কেনে প্ৰাৰ্থনা কৰি দিয়া আমাৰ জীৱন টিভিটো দোকানকে বেছি থেংকছ দি আছে আমি এটা দুটা কথা কৈ দিব এইটো নিজৰ কথা এইটো হাউ চিহা হেব মুমে যে হেব খেদি ভৰ পুৰা হেব কি খাতি ভৰ কেলেলা হেব পেটে পেটে আমি কথা কৈ আছে আমাৰ Madam Loreni NLTV heব পেটে body ura hake bi sagasa ke kekhum ha so da ke za ha result sa Jakhama result sa ha amna kan tai ni yang ini makan bukti ke respect kuri ke na ha aru itu ground de esta cricket laga banai dia itu irrigation karone itu karone beshi khushi ase itu ground to first to amakan ground to inagan hoy hole amakan leader amakan chief minister yobra puisa taka beshi digene amakan ground itu banaise wala ground to photo ase hole bi itu tai puisa dia bara amakan ground to নিচে কৰিছে কাটি কেনে 10 feet নিচিনা গ্ৰাউণ্ডটো নিচে কাটি কেনে আমাখন এইটো 400 ট্ৰেকটো বনাইছে এইটো আমাখন চিফ মিনিষ্টাৰ নিটো কাৰণে এইটো বনাইছে এইটো কাৰণে আমাখন এতিয়া বেছি আলাগ আলাগ গেমছ কান আনি কেনে কৰি আছে আৰু এইটো গ্ৰাউণ্ডে খালি আমাৰ বস্তি লগা নহয় কেনে চব আমাৰ এৰিয়া এইটো খান বি আহে আৰু আমাৰ কহিমাতে বি Kohima Thaka can be a play for it. Especially to St. Joseph College student can Amahan Yate St. Joseph student to more than 5,000. Takia say here. It was fishing game Helia say I can a grounded Arudia Amar cricket ground eta one idea to Bishi Kushia Amar cricket association can get. itu isi dunia bat dia ada. Aru amakan games kini tu kami nokobo Joan Khan sob jane. Eta bahal player kuile kini ka hoy, ki life kini ka jai sob jane. Itu orang itu side itu amakan jane ada. Kami itu side itu nokobo holebi. Itu players etam bahal begini nam kamabi aru আমাৰ বস্তি লাগাৰ নাম বি উঠাবি আৰু আমাৰ মেচিন লাগাৰ নাম বি উঠাব লাগে এইটো গ্ৰাউণ্ডে আপোনাৰ কি কৰিব মন আছে কি ডেভেলপ কৰিব মন আছে এইটো আমাখন ভিলেজ সাইডেটো একো মানা নাই আপোনাখান যি হ'লে বি আহি কেনে আমাখন বস্তিকে মদক কৰিয়া আৰু এইটো নেবাৰ্ছ খানকে এনেকা মদক কৰিয়াটো আমাখন বেছি খুচি আছে এইটো কাৰণে মাটি বি এনেকা ডাঙৰ লাগে আৰু কি এনেকা ডেভেলপ কৰিবি গ'লে আমাখন এইটো ৰেডি আছে এইটো কাৰণে এইটো চাইডেতো আপোনাখান কি ডেভেলপমেণ্ট আনি কিনে আমাখানকে দিব এইটোতো আমাখন বেছি ৱেলকাম আছে আৰু এইটো চাইডেতো চব খোলা আছে এইটো আমাৰ কথা Jopo Richa, Jakhama Village Council Chairman. Ultapanova Zanu, Mu Jakhama Village Council Zanu, the Krumata, Sedesawa.
So, firstly, can you kindly introduce yourself and can you tell us more about this practice pitch and pitches that has been already constructed and like it's half done, maybe you need more to complete the pitches, and what is the scope that you see, because as Nagas we are more into Naga wrestling and other sports even, but cricket is now just an upcoming event again, sport that our youngsters are taking up also. So what are the scope that you see in our youngsters about the cricket sport also?
Firstly, I'm Jakhama Michio, the president of Kohima District Cricket Association. And this facility at Jakhama Village Ground, we had inaugurated a 2-lane concrete pitch at Jakhama local ground. And this facility, it's the players in and around, the enthusiasts in and around the neighborhood, they had started playing here before we inaugurated. So we are still yet to give the final touches, but within the amount that was allotted to us, the budget that was given to us, we had done up to this much till now. We still have some to do, and hopefully in the coming week we'll complete this facility, make it playable. It's playable now, but we hope to make it, especially the run-up, we hope to give the finishing touch within a day, within this week, provided the weather permits. Another thing is, due to the rain in and around Kohima, the facility, many may question why we make a concrete facility, but the turf pitches in and around Kohima, they don't last long, and maintenance is quite heavy. It's quite expensive. So, we and the Nagaland Cricket Association had kindly we gave the proposal, and Nagaland Cricket Association had kindly consented to provide funds for this concrete facility. And regarding the scope of cricket in Nagaland, some years back, especially during our childhood, cricket was considered a dull, boring game. There was no short version, and then the TV coverage, especially with Hindi being a foreign language to us during that time, it was considered an alien sport. Nobody knew the concept of the game. But with television coming to every home, with the sporting gears coming to our town, the sports shops, slowly the youth had started liking the game. And with recent changes in the game, especially with the shorter formats, with the ropes being pulled in, with more boundaries, more catches, with more agile players, with more fit players, cricket is starting to appeal to the youth now. And I'm very happy, the KDCA is very happy that the NCA is doing its level best to expediting the works at Sovima, and then bringing up the facilities, the additional grounds to host good games, national games or interstate level games. And with the plan, with understanding their plan, knowing their plan to develop the infrastructure very quickly, the district cricket associations had been patient enough to wait for their share in the development fund that is provided by the BCCI. But recently, with those facilities at Sovima being at least playable now, like with the additional grounds almost ready, the NCA is very kind to be providing these funds for game development, infrastructure developments to the district cricket associations. Not only Kohima, they are providing to the to the other districts also, and very likely very soon the new districts also will be having their own associations, and facilities like this will come up will come up in almost all the corners of Nagaland. So I always say that cricket is the fastest developing game in Nagaland, and I foresee a very bright future for the youth of Naga youth in this discipline of sports.
Practice pitches that you have in Kohima under your area, and what is the plan?
We have certain procedures, and then like we put up the proposal, we get the NOC from the landowner or the school institution owners. Like there are hardly any private grounds except schools and colleges. So like we have a 2-lane here. We had recently completed the concrete works at St. Joseph, a similar one, 2-lane. There is one at Kohima Orphanage and one at Jirio. So, and another one is in the pipeline. The KDCA is yet to meet the new principal of that school, and we are planning to put up proposals for a similar facility like this nearby this Kohima Science College. We are already in touch with some responsible people, and we had already visited a ground in Jakhama. So the upper ground that they have in the village, so it's nearby Science College. So just like the St. Joseph College, having many students from outside Kohima, from all the districts of Nagaland, is Kohima Science College also have students from all parts of this thing of Nagaland. So we are targeting areas near these colleges and schools, and or even in the schools and colleges, so that like the knowledge of cricket and the skills that the students studying here, if they take the opportunity from our coaches, and then like if they learn something, we hope to let them take back that knowledge, their skill back to their hometown, their village, and spread awareness about cricket.
And how do you plan to follow up with the practice pitches? Like there will be an cricket enthusiast who would love to come and do some practices and all. But how are you planning to follow up with that? Like we have limited coaches out here also. So
see, Kohima district, like of course we need to take the permission of the Nagaland Cricket Association to avail their services, but we are privileged to have 3 BCCI accredited coaches. In fact, we have 4. So one will be under this newly formed Semenyu district. So till this the Semenyu District Cricket Association is formed, like we established, we have 4 coaches. So like with a proper routine, like I think it should not be a problem. Kohima, compared to other districts, I think we are privileged, even compared to Dimapur and Chumkedima.
Acha, well, ami Jopo Richa, Jakhama Village Council Chairman. Itu aji ahigena makan ground cricket eta ground banai dia tu bishi khushi ase. Itu kilo mana poila tu amakan games tu wrestling, football ina kai kheli thake. Holebi aji kali গেমছ আলাগ আলাগ বেছি আহিছে আৰু সব গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট কাম না বিচাৰিলেবি এইটো গেমছ কাম খেলি কেনে আমাখান পেট পালিব পাৰে এইটো কাৰণে সবচে ডাঙৰ এটা আমাখান ক্ৰিকেট এটা আনিয়াটো আমাখান বেছি খুশি আছে আৰু বস্তি খান এইটো কাৰণে বেছি লাভ পাব কিলে মানে এইটো আমাৰ বস্তি খান নিমিতেবি আছে আৰু আমাৰ সেন্ট জোসেফ কলেজ এইটো আমাৰ ইয়াতে গ্ৰাউণ্ড ওচৰতে আছে এইটো ষ্টুডেণ্ট খান কাৰণে বি বেছি লাভ পাব আমাখান সব আহি কিনে ইয়াতেহে খেলিয়ে আৰু এইটো নহয় কিনে আৰু এইটোৰ পৰা বেছি ডাঙৰ কৰিলে আমাখান বেছি খুশি পাব আৰু আহা এইটো কাৰণে ইয়ং জেনেৰেশ্যন কাৰণে বেছি ভাল হ'ব এইটোহে ভাবি আছে
আৰু আপুনি হানলা বস্তিটো ইমান ডাঙৰ জাখামাতে ইমান ডাঙৰ বস্তি আছে আৰু ইমান renowned college ekta St. Joseph College apni hanna bosti de ase to idia apni as village council chairman ekta tourist jaga nishina apni hanna jaga to alag alag jaga ra ahia ra aro aji idia do plastic free idia do na cholawo strictly eduhan pon kuri ase to apni han bi village council chairman hisab village council ke represent kuria apni han bi eduhan check kurole noili sabole aro kiman tourist jaga nishina banabole eku apni hala agenda kina ase na
well itu to amahan bishi kiba kuri ase itu plastic free zone to amahan youth khange kiba kuri kena amahan itu suru kuri ase itia pula bi edbar kuri ahisile hole bi itu bar de to bishi amahan koshis kuri ase itu safa kuribole aru kobo gole yate jaga to bishi tourist manu ahe itu dosra jaga bara bi ahe amar naga manu bi bishi ahe aru itu tourist attraction karone bi amahan ki bana do bishi koshis kuri aru itu line de to amahan mon di kena bishi kam kuribole ase